Hey beautiful people, how are you? Cheers. Oh God, that's so good. So delicious. This video is all about what I am drinking on one meal a day. So everything I'm gonna be sharing is 0 calorie or very low calorie. It's okay to drink some things that are really low calorie, but when I say low calorie, I mean like below 5, like 1 to 2 calories per cup, really, really low. That still is, it keeps your body still in that fasted state that you're looking for one meal a day. I really love having the things I'm gonna show you to drink throughout the day at different times for different reasons. I would encourage you not to get too attached to these things. It is possible to dehydrate yourself with too much tea, or oversaturate yourself with something like stevia or monk fruit or something like that. Some kind of sweetener that's a 0 calorie sweetener. It's easy to get kind of caught up to exchange your connection, your emotional connection with food, with some other thing you're putting in your body. And you just, with everything, want to have a nice balance to the things you're consuming. So I'm going to offer you all this stuff as extra tools and extra things that can actually bring a lot of health to your life, but not for the purposes of exchanging one type of unhealthy attachment with another type of unhealthy attachment. That being said, I'm pretty attached to all these things I'm going to be showing you, and I actually think that they're all really, really good, especially keeping everything in balance. All this stuff has great benefit, really good nutritional assets here. So the first thing that I'm drinking is iced hibiscus tea. There's no ice in it, but it's been in the fridge for a long time. And I basically make a huge vat of this stuff for my partner and I. It's like, I don't know, definitely 3 gallons at a time, a huge vat. And I put a huge handful of these hibiscus flowers in there, boil it, let it hang out, pour it into big vats and put them in the fridge and pour those over ice, and sometimes have some stevia in there. I generally drink those in the evening, and I eat my meal in the afternoon, so my 1 meal a day time is approximately 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock every day, and the rest of the time I'm fasting. And during that fasting period, I'm having these different beverages, and this hibiscus iced tea is just one of my favorite ones to have. Also in the evening, I'm a big fan of ginger tea. This is ginger root. If you've never seen it before, it's definitely somewhere in your town. Ginger has become very popular. They sell it almost at every supermarket. I would also recommend you try out turmeric root if you can find it. They have it at most fancy stores and some general markets. So turmeric and ginger, and you can take this stuff and chop it really fine, or you can put it in a blender with some water, blend it up. It doesn't take too much to make a decent cup of tea. I'll break off a little nub here to show you. This amount would make you 2 strong cups of tea, and some people could probably make this into 4 to 8 cups. I like it a bit strong, so this would be about 2 cups for me. The amount of turmeric you would use is probably about 1/8 of this amount with the ratio of this, and then you could just make it into 2 cups or 4 cups or 8 cups, however you like the strength. A lot less turmeric per ginger, but this is an absolutely delicious tea to drink. And you can drink the fiber, but I like to strain it and just have it as a pure tea. Another evening drink that I have, this is a pretty badass tea. It's a little bit expensive. It's like $10 for this thing of tea. How many bags is in here? 36, that's not too bad. 36 cups for 10 bucks. It's chocolate peppermint. They have different styles of this chocolate tea. You can definitely get this stuff on Amazon. It's in Whole Foods, probably some other supermarkets. I really love it. It's also not caffeinated, which is pretty cool that it's chocolate, not caffeinated. So most of my beverages in the evening are non-caffeinated, with the exception of this oolong ginseng tea. This is a really good high quality ginseng oolong tea you can find on Amazon. I'll put all the links for this stuff in the description box so you can link it really easily on Amazon. And if you buy it through those links, I get like a really small kickback. It's like pennies, but every penny I'll take. It's cool. So this is a really good high quality green tea with ginseng. Both are of great benefit to our systems, and it's got a little bit of caffeine in there. At this point, I don't really notice the caffeine in here too much. I can drink this like an hour before bed and it's no problem. But depending on, you know, where you're at with your caffeine levels, you may want to just have this in the morning. A stronger caffeinated tea that I've been really enjoying is pu'er. Heard it pronounced a little bit differently from different people, so feel free to correct me if you like, but I think that's pretty close. And this is a five-year-old or 5-year aged pu'er. Pu'er is cool because it's actually a probiotic, which I didn't realize until recently. So it's like a fermented tea. It has some probiotics in there. I don't know what happens to the probiotics when you make them, when you put them in hot liquid. So I'd have to do some research on that. But in any case, I do like the concept of it. I feel like it's an added bonus. And certainly the caffeine level in here is a bit higher. Maybe not quite as high as coffee, but it's getting up there. I just love high quality black and green teas. I feel like if you're gonna drink black or green tea, or any tea, you know what? Anything in life, I feel like high quality is the way to go. You so deserve it. I know it costs more money, but gosh, we really deserve this stuff, especially when it comes to putting things in our body. I've shown you this already. If you haven't seen the video on green coffee, I'm a big fan. This is unroasted, organic coffee beans, so they're green. They're phenomenal, really good stuff for your body in these. I'm not gonna tell you about it because I already made 2 videos on the subject. You can check those out in the description box. I have the green coffee in the morning most mornings. If I'm not having that, I'm having black coffee, which is, I also think is awesome. Coffee does have a certain caloric value. It's the highest caloric value of any of the stuff that I showed you. It's still within a fasting range. I still feel like I'm fasting when I have coffee. It doesn't feel like I'm eating broth or something like that. It's definitely low calorie, but it does have a small amount of calories. The last thing I want to show you are these sweet drops, stevia. There's a lot of different companies that make stevia products, and some are better than others. Mostly that has to do with the additives that they're putting into it. I think stevia drops are a really easy way to use stevia, and they tend not to have a bunch of other junk in them. But there are stevia drops that have higher calories, that have some preservatives, that have stuff that you just don't need. So this is a good company, Sweet Drops, Stevia. I'll put the link to that also in the description box. I think that's it. I mean, basically just have fun, you know, with what you're drinking. And I've also noticed certain times I really crave more water, certain times I really crave more tea, certain times I really crave to just let my body do its thing. We can talk about the best times to hydrate in other videos, but I would say and recommend for you, just follow your intuition. If you're thirsty, drink water. If you're not, don't. And in regards to the rest of this stuff, just play around with it and see how it all feels in your body. So much love to you. I hope you liked the video. If you haven't actually physically liked the button, you can do that. It's helpful for me. It lets me know I'm doing a good job. It also like raises my stats on YouTube, so they share my video around and all that kind of stuff. Commenting down below helps. Sharing it with your friends helps. It's just like a simple way for you to kind of give back to me and the growth of this channel. But I really want that to be authentic for you. So much love to you. We'll see you next time. Bye.